What if the best hire for your company isn't the most experienced, but the most AI enabled? Well, you just hit play on 10-Minute Tech Talks, business insights and growth hacks for the time-crunched entrepreneur. And I'm your host, Jonathan Kirsting with the Pittsburgh Technology Council and TechVibe Radio. And we're going to answer that question today because in this quick hit from my TechVibe Radio interview with Sandesh Sukumaran, the founder of Outcome Logix, we're going to dig into a major shift happening right now. And that is companies are rethinking experience and leaning hard into talent that knows how to use AI tools to move faster and smarter. My co-host, Pittsburgh Technology Council CEO Audrey Russo, joins me on this one. So if you're hiring, scaling, or just trying to stay competitive, this one might change how you build your team. Check out Sandesh's insight right now.
Let's talk about trends. Like, what are you really seeing? I mean, we know, that the world is definitely in a very interesting place, to say the least. We know that companies are laying off. We know that companies are hiring. We know that it's very difficult for people to get new jobs when they come out of undergrad, almost no matter what their degree is in. But what are you seeing? Like, you have a view because you're talking to all different kinds of companies. What are you really seeing, rather than us just put it in some statistic?
Well, I mean, it depends upon where the company is, where they're going, what kind of talent do they really need. I'm also seeing some of my customers saying, hey, give me talent who don't have 20 years experience. We really need people who are at the entry stage, like 4 years, 3 years experience. And
okay, but not real entry, but
not real entry.
Right, because we are seeing people not being interested in real entry.
Yeah. So I think back in the day, meaning 3-5 years back, you really wanted people with, 10 years experience. Now that expectation has come down.
Okay. So people they're managing down to
so they're
assessing it.
So a lot of companies are saying, we are okay to hire candidates who have 3-4 years experience.
But is that because they have technology experience that's newer?
No.
What is it?
Because there are a lot of enablers now, like Claude, you have GitHub, Copilot. So you could use the same, now coding or programming is becoming a lot more democratic in nature. So if you can bring the raw talent in, and then,
So you're saying that the use of a lot of these LLMs have allowed people to say, I could now use people with less experience.
And get more
who know how to use the tools.
Definitely.
Right. Okay.
That's one trend that I have
That's one
seen.
trend.
Yeah.
What's another
That's
trend?
another trend.
Well, again, I think people who can use the LLMs much more comparatively. Even if you have 10-15 years experience, doesn't mean that you shouldn't use it. They expect you to use it, or even to large extent, I've heard, even our customers, they monitor how much you use it and incentivize people for using it. Yeah, I mean, they have points.
Don't get any idea.
I'm trying to get ideas here. Sorry.
Those are the trends that I'm seeing.
That's interesting.
I feel
Tracking people's.
A lot of them do track the usage of.
We're going to track Audrey's usage.
Well, then I should get a huge bonus.
I was going to say, you'll be like top pay scale at that point. So absolutely. So those are interesting trends. The idea that how much AI is impacting from both the high and the lower levels on the scale. But we got to jump into this because this is what you emailed us about. And I was like, you got to come on and tell us more about it. So we mentioned this when we first started the show in case you just joined us. So, I mean, let's talk about your CSR initiative that's going on, your corporate social responsibility initiatives. Like we mentioned before, the idea that many organizations, even the Tech Council, like we have things that we kind of rally people around, whether there's like a diabetes walk or some sort of a charity that people kind of want to align themselves with. But you're finding a kind of a new way around this in order to give back. Tell us, first off, why this is important for you to do this, and tell us about the system and really about the first impact that you had with this, which I think is just really cool.
Yeah, I mean, today is a special day for me. I mean, especially because you invited me, and also that was a day when kind of I asked this question, why? One of my cousin, he passed away on this day 4 years back.
No way. Oh my goodness.
Because of a massive heart attack, which he did not know.
Oh, wow.
And it just happened. My brother called me and said, hey, he's no more. I'm like, what are you talking about? and he was more than a brother, like that real brother to me.
Understood.
If I needed any help, instead of calling my brother, I would call him.
Wow.
First.
Okay.
So that I think gave me inspiration to say, okay, people need to know that they need to do regular heart checkups and things like that. There's always the why
I do.
behind it. So I felt, I think instead of we just, as a company saying, okay, we're going to give money to this particular charity or NGO,
Yeah.
that cause needs to be discussed. And I
love
think,
that, yeah.
that's the reason why I felt like,
Yeah.
we should hear. And today we have 100% democratic system where both the charity organization or NGO can come and nominate themselves,
Okay.
as well as our employees can nominate, or whoever
I
can,
love that.
can come and
Yeah.
I'm
nominate.
trying to wrestle with that.
We have been, exactly.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
great.
So we had it on a Google sheet somewhere,
Okay.
but we totally kind of, I think, got rid of it and said we will build it out.
I was gonna say you can do
And-
something fancier than a Google sheet there,
Oh,
Sandesh.
we put like 3 months into it on our development side and built it out.
Very cool. And so you have this thing set up. And so tell us about the first organization that you guys chose in order to raise money for.
So we did contributed to many organizations, including American Heart Association, Smile Train, which is a chef lift. I don't know
Oh,
if
the
you know.
cleft,
Yeah.
Yeah,
cleft lip.
Yeah, cleft lip, which I have a very interesting story, which I don't know if we have time for it. We have contributed to 412 Food Rescue.
Nice.
This time around, when we went around and called, that was one of the organizations that I called, and they were so supportive of it. I can't talk. I want to give a thank you out to Josh for, supporting it fully. He went and nominated, and things.
Nice.
So a lot of organizations like that, Big Brother Foundation, we
It's awesome.
contributed to it.
I
Wow.
love it.
Did this, I reached out to a close friend of mine, Robin Tom, and talked about, hey, we want to do it democratic. So he nominated this charity called Friends of Asima. They uplift a lot of poor kids in Mumbai, especially the girl child, about their well-being, education, stuff like that. And we put it out there for everyone to see what they do. We got like 20 such feedback from people who never knew about them, saying, hey, this is the charity that we want to contribute, and what a beautiful NGO that they are doing. So there are two sides to it. One is, I think, how we can contribute is we can spread awareness, and by putting that, a lot of people can come and vote. So when they do vote, they can read about all the 4 charities or 5 charities that we have, and they can associate with one of the charities that
I
they
love that.
think about.
Such a cool solution.
So there is a lot of awareness that we can spread. I think we are at the tip of an iceberg from a awareness
Yeah,
perspective.
exactly.
We can do a lot more.
That's the idea, is to do more. But I wish we had more time. If there's one takeaway here, it is this. The hiring game is no longer about years, it's about leverage. The entrepreneurs who win are the ones building teams that know how to use AI, not just teams with long resumes. If you found this useful, check out the full TechVibe Radio episode with Sandesh, and we go deeper into smarter hiring systems and a really innovative take on corporate giving. Until next time, this has been Jonathan Kirsting with 10-Minute Tech Talks, helping you learn faster so you can build smarter, and I look forward to seeing you on the next one.